This is how much I spent going snowboarding in Japan as an expert snowboarder. How cool is it that you can go from Tokyo to the snow in less than 2 hours for only $43 on the Shinkansen? For the ride, I bought some snacks, 2 onigiris for $2.75, and after a short pleasant nap, we've arrived in the snow. I got my lift ticket, which was a whopping $37. Whoa! I also rented full gear for $54, which consisted of boots, board, snow jacket, and pants. I spent the entire morning absolutely shredding. Actually, I was just eating shit the whole time, but I was still hungry, so I ate lunch. I got a bowl of soup for $3, and we shared this monster parfait, which was $21 and so heavy it almost snapped my wrist. Between the 5 of us was $4.30 each, and I really feel like they missed the opportunity to call this the Godzilla parfait. You know, some things are actually a lot bigger in Japan. Wink, wink. After falling on my head so many times, I'm surprised I'm not concussed. We had dinner at the train station. I got a bowl of beef stew or nikujaga for $4, and then we took the bullet train back. In total, I spent about $191. My friend told me she went on 200 Bumble dates until she met her boyfriend. I've gone on maybe 1 or 2 dates this year. So at this rate, I should meet my boyfriend in 16 years and 8 months. I was supposed to go on a first date today, but I just ended up canceling. Because what's the point? It could go one of 2 ways. 1, we go on a date, we don't like each other, and we never talk again. Or 2, maybe we do like each other, and then we date for a little bit, or we date for a longer bit, and then we break up and never talk to each other again. And I will be very sad and heartbroken. Right now I'm not sad, I'm not ecstatic either, but I don't really feel anything. And to be honest, I'd rather feel nothing than be devastated. I sound really pessimistic and bitter. But yeah, I mean, I've been played and fucked over by so many guys that I've learned my lesson. This is day 1 of my solo honeymoon in Okinawa, Japan. All my friends are finding the loves of their lives, getting married, and going on honeymoons. Must be nice, can't relate though. I went on a honeymoon with the person that loves and cares for me the most, me. Because I'm the only person I can depend on. I went to Okinawa, which is known as the Hawaii of Japan. Not only is it a very popular honeymoon destination for Japanese couples, it's where people live the longest in the world. Maybe I will die alone, but hopefully I will outlive everyone. I started my day with a pulled pork sandwich and carrot juice at this cafe with so many plants it was like Mexico City. And then I went thrift shopping. I was ecstatic to find this pair of denim overalls for only $17. I can't say no to overalls, just like I can't say no to a tall Asian fuckboy. Then I went to a museum where they had a lot of dead animals, as well as dead insects and ants, which I spent many hours admiring because they reminded me of my ex-boyfriends. This is day 2 of my solo honeymoon in Okinawa, Japan. For breakfast, I had this ham and cheese galette at this very aesthetic cafe, and it was damn good. After, I took the bus to Okinawa World, which is like a cultural theme park. I got to explore these limestone caves with huge mineral formations called stalactites. And I got this cute picture taken of me for free, where I look like a super cute explorer. I was pretty surprised at all the activities they offered. You could do pottery or blow glass or even get your foot sucked on by fish that have a foot fetish, and they'll eat all the dead nasty skin off your feet. But what shocked me the most was seeing bats. I've never seen bats in real life, and I didn't realize they are like furry monkeys with scary wings and claws, though they're cute but frightening at the same time. Some bats would bully the other bats, and it was really sad. For dinner, I went to this restaurant and got taco rice, which is pretty much taco fillings on top of rice. Not gonna lie, it smacks. There was live music while we ate, and everyone was super into it. It was definitely the highlight of my trip. This is day 3 of my solo honeymoon in Okinawa, Japan. I stumbled upon a sriracha vending machine and bought a bottle for the lulz. Then I took the bus to the beach. This day was the warmest out of all the days I was in Okinawa, but it was still really chilly. It started to get super windy, so I decided to bounce. I've been lacking human interaction for a couple days, so I went to a cat cafe to get that feline interaction. Something about spending time with innocent, sweet animals just makes me really happy. This cat had a diaper, and this cat looked like Hitler's twin. This cat's name is Machiko, and he's so rotund that his belly drags on the floor. I feel like the cats here were really well taken care of. They were each served custom meals specific to their diet. It was Taco Tuesday, so I went for some tacos. The owner gave me 6 different kinds of hot sauce, and I gave them right back and took the mildest one. These tacos were surprisingly small, but surprisingly delicious. And for dessert, I went for Okinawan ice cream, which was super rich and tasty. Yum.
Korea is living in 2050. This is beer with a bowl of fried chicken and fries on top. Genius!
Here's everything I ate in a night out in Korea. Starting with dakgalbi, which is stir-fried spicy chicken covered in cheese. I'm surprised I've never had this dish before, despite dating a Korean man for 5 years, who ruined my life. And it's so cheesy. My favorite way to eat this is with radish paper, which is sweet and tart and tastes amazing with the cheesy spicy chicken. Koreans love to drink. We drink solmek, which is soju and beer, but it just tastes like beer. So you get super drunk. And then I think they made bokkeumbap, where they added rice and seaweed to the remainder of our dakgalbi to make a second fried rice dish. That is a good idea. We also got cold noodles. I thought this was called naengmyeon, but apparently it's not. So if you know what it's called, let me know. Then we went to a second round and had more soju, some cheese pizza, fries, more soju, and finally for dessert, we got ice cream bars from the convenience store. And I am so full.
Just fuck it.
Come with me to a baseball game in Korea. And let me warn you, I've never heard shibal said so many times. The girl sitting behind me was cursing up a storm. Tickets were only $6.66. The stadium was absolutely packed. The cheerleaders or dancers wore cute pink dresses and danced to Super Shy. I went to go get some food, but unfortunately you can't eat ramyun in the stands. So I got a cup of beer that you drink with a straw, and it comes with fried chicken and fries on top. They had a kiss cam. The first couple was too embarrassed to kiss. The second was completely opposite. The guy grabbed his girlfriend and started making out with her. Kinda hot. And the third was an older couple who was too shy to kiss, but when they did, everyone cheered. Also, I'm very excited to announce that they threw a ball into the stands and I caught it. See? Do you see? Actually, I didn't catch it. This guy did. Anyway, the LG twins lost really badly to the Joseon Bears, so we drowned our tears in soju and samgyeopsal. There was this girl passed out in the street. I was like, "Are you Kanchana?" And she's like, "I'm Kanchana." Get in, you hot, sexy biatch. We're going thrifting in Tokyo. And no, I'm not taking you where all the tourists go, aka Shimokitazawa, aka the Brooklyn of Tokyo, aka a tourist trap where you'll spend $50 on an In-N-Out t-shirt and Trader Joe's tote bag. We're going to Koenji, thrift store heaven, with actual thrift store prices. We're at Modoff, which is a thrift store chain, with rows and rows of clothes for as cheap as $3. I snagged this Kangol bucket hat for a whopping $7, and I checked online and it retails for $50, so I'm pretty pleased with myself. I forgot to eat breakfast, so I grabbed a shrimp cutlet sandwich from the 7-Eleven, and this Japanese couple was getting their wedding photos in front of Denny's. I think I want to do that too when I get married. I found this stunning horse coat, but I didn't get it, and then we all went to Mossburger for a snack. I got this pancake. It was pretty mid, not as good as authentic Japanese souffle pancakes, and then I just wanted to eat more, so we got sushi. There's no such thing as bad sushi in Japan.